what's going down, Commanders? You've probably all read this already. I just want to read in between the lines a little bit with what this is all about, and I can't see anything good coming from this. I don't see it as Kixeye closing any of the cheats and hacks that are currently in the game. I don't believe this is what this service announcement's for. Let me read through it just a little bit, and I'll go through what I'm thinking. And it is, guys, this is just my opinion, and I might be 100% wrong. Right, so out here, this is posted by, I'll copy it and pasted by Kixeye Drake. You will notice with a little bit of the wrong day, should I say. Well, anyway, there will be 2 maintenance downtimes this week. These are for server database upgrades. I don't believe that they're going to upgrade the servers at all. I don't believe there's anything intended about that. If anything, it's probably a server downgrade. They've found a cheaper server provider, and they're going to go with them to reduce costs across the boards. That's the Stillfront way. Stillfront as a company don't improve the games that they've got, if you know what I mean. They generally try to rinse the game for as much, maximise profit as much as possible. I just don't see it. I don't see it's going to be a server upgrade. There's going to be no improvements. I think this would be a transfer from one server to another. I don't think Kixeye are going to go through the coding of the game and work out where the manipulations are being taken from and changed in the game. I just don't see it. And the other thing that gets me bugged about this post is, if they was going to do something good for the game, if it was going to improve the quality of the life of the game, they would be singing from the rafters with a big fidget spinner post telling us what they're going to do, what's coming up, what other ideas they've got planned in the works. This isn't. This is just a bullshit. We're going to make things worse for you guys, like it or lump it sort of thing. And like the normal players of War Commander, we're that niche community that we don't give up very easy. If we was to give up, this game would have been gone by the wayside years ago for many of us. We're just stubborn, and we don't like to feel like our time, money, and friendships we've made over the years in this game have gone to waste as such. Which is, and Kixeye know this. That's why they manipulate so much in the game. All I can see coming from this, because there's no context, and I know for a fact if they was going to do something good for the game, or if they thought they was going to improve the quality of the life of the game for the players, they would have been shouting from the rafters. It would have been a massive fidget spinner post, screaming. I know his post, if you remember his post, I think it was 2 years ago, about the new events coming up and the new things that they were going to introduce into the game. At the time of the post, we was all curious. We was all giddy about it, and then all of a sudden them events dropped, the skirmish sector breach dropped, and we realised we've been fucking took them for fools. Maybe they don't want to repeat of that, but I can't see it. I don't think it's in their IQ to think too far ahead. I think the game at most is maybe 2 or 3 months ahead of its time. They're not any further down the road than that, and they wing it. And by the way, it's not Tuesday, it's today. So you got a 3-hour downtime starting. It'd be 1800 hours GMT. I'm not too sure whether to go live or not. I couldn't draw out a live show about this game for 3 hours anyway. There's not that much to talk about except for the cheats, hacks, how shit the events are, the pay to win mechanics in the game are getting out of control, and things like that. There's nothing. I wish I could go onto a stream and talk about something I enjoyed. Even Warpath, I hit maybe half a dozen bases, proper bases over Warpath, and I spent maybe 6 or 7 hours in the 4 or 5 days that it was live playing the game. Done a little bit of shadow ops, hit some 0-0s. Nothing in this game's drawing me in no more. The units are mundane at best. Everyone's screaming about the 2 new air units, the Lilith and Malachi. I nearly forgot what it's called there. They're good units for now, but when Kixeye introduce something to kill them, they're going to be gone by the wayside in a flick of a switch. You know, they're good for now. They do the job. But as you know, once Kixeye see that money stop being spent on them, they will introduce something into the game, and them units will be shit. There's no in between with Kixeye. There's no relevance keeping a unit relevant because people have spent money on it. It's once that money stops, they go, well, see you later. I'll guarantee by the time the Malachi gets the Omega base drop, the unit's going to be forgotten about. Same as what was the one prior to that? The Prometheus. Everyone was going, yeah, when it first came out, oh, it spawns this, it spawns that. No one's talking about the Prometheus anymore. That was only a couple of months ago, 2 months ago at most, that we very first got our hands on it. And that's the way the game is. 2 months that the units lasted. People were talking about it for 2 months. By the time the tech comes out for it, I think it might be next main event. Yeah, I think it is next main event. The tech isn't going to improve the unit that much to the point where we all start screaming about it again. Unless Kixeye actually change their way of thinking about things, then nothing's going to change. It's going to be a dull unit. You look at the Krug, look at the unit before that, the unit before that. By the time the Omega bases come out, the units were useless. But that's just Kixeye's fucking MO at this point. And I wish there was, I could read into this and see something good come from it, but I can't. I can only see a reduction in costs. Probably more pay-to-win mechanics. They don't even give a shit about the cheats, so they're not going to do nothing about that. And it's their coding that's getting broken. Most of this coding should be server-side, which it isn't no more. And if it is server-side, it's done by, I can't think of the name of the fucking code. Flash Player. Server-side code is Flash Player. It only changes to HTML5 on our side. So Flash Player's open source now. You know, it just leaves them wide open for all sorts of shit because they're too tight as a company. Stillfront are not interested in improving the quality of the game. They're only interested in how much they can extract from each individual game. You know, once they get their cost, whatever it costs them to pay for the game back, everything's profit after that. And that's why I tell the players, watch your wallets. Think about it before you spend. It's no good going out and paying whatever they want for the new Malachi unit from 1 to 20. It's futile. You're wasting, you're burning money. And the only reason most people do it is to show off anyway. It's like, look at me and posting all over the pages. It's not, oh, I want this unit because it's going to be good for a year's worth of game. No, I've got money here. Here's me showing off, basically. But that's down to them. I'm not judging them too much. I just wish more people would look at things in the way the game is at the minute and understand that throwing money at this game isn't the answer. Because we're going to get a server fucking reduction, or something's going to be fucking worse than what it was after this maintenance. And they'll probably have to do 5 more maintenance tonight to put what they've done wrong fucking right. And then the same will happen tomorrow with the Thursday downtime. Oh, yeah. Thursday downtime, he's got that one wrong as well, because today's Wednesday. So the Thursday downtime is another. I'm guessing today they're going to go down 3 or 4 times to fix any problems, and then tomorrow will be to make sure everything's running smooth. Hopefully they won't do too many downtimes tomorrow, but expect a long downtime today. I just don't get it. I don't get the game. I don't get the people working at the game. I don't get the company that owns the game that don't. And they've proven time and time again they don't care. It's all about numbers. As long as them numbers keep going up or stay at a certain level, and they can pay their dividends every year or every 3 months, whatever it works out to be, that's all they care about. Anyway, I ain't going to rattle on anymore. I will put this as a rant post video, whatever it is. Other than that, take care, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.